This is the result of yesterday's final day of the trial. Remember we were hoping for a verdict? Well, no verdicts at New South Wales terror stabbing trial. That is the March 4th, 2019. Covered by Margaret. She's our hero, Margaret Schakowsky. She's the only reporter reporting this. I'll get to Kelly Fedora in a minute. She's not reporting it. No one else, just Margaret. This is in the Camden Courier, so she writes for the writes articles for community newspapers, and they all get picked up and, through their readership out in the suburbs. So this is Australia's 9/11, by the way. So she goes on with a bit of background here, but then we get down to here. The New South Wales Supreme Court jurors retired on Wednesday, so it was last Wednesday, but on Monday said they were unable to reach unanimous verdicts. Justice Bellew listed the case for mention on Tuesday. Okay, look, she is good, Margaret, but that's turned out to be not quite accurate. He's listed it for directions. See, a mention is where he would be prior to the trial. So this is directions. Well, what directions could Justice Bellew be giving if it's not a mention hearing? Well, let's have a quick look at this article. This is just from a law firm, but they quote from the prosecution guidelines in New South Wales. It says, what happens if the jury can't agree? This largely depends on the Crown. There can be a retrial, or depending on the circumstances and trial and decision, the Crown may decide not to prosecute any further. The charge is dismissed. Hopefully Margaret will report on this directions hearing, because I can't get in there. Now here's Kelly Fedora. Now you can't find this on any mainstream media. There's Kelly. Her last, not on her tweets or anything. She last tweeted on February 26th. And if we just go have a quick look, ABC. Well, theirs was last year. Yeah, nothing. Here we go. This was back on the 29th. That was news.com. Here we go. And this is a Merimbula News Weekly. Now this will be Margaret again. Have a quick look here. Yep, this is Margaret. She's the only one reporting on it. They haven't managed to shut her down. 9 News. Theirs was back on the 30th. So no one has. And here's the Camden Courier. That's where I've got that one. And yeah, so Margaret's the only one that's reporting on it. So let's get back to this. What happens if the jury can't agree? Surely they're not going to dismiss the charges, are they? Like it never happened. We can't prosecute any further. They don't even then have to go down to mental health. He's not guilty due to mental health. They can get away with actually having a verdict. And that explains why they kept switching juries all the time. Because I went in there fortuitously the last time I was in there to see that the Justice Bellew with a heavy heart said, one of your jurors can't get here, I'm going to have to discharge you all. And I heard one of the court staff say that we can get a jury at short notice from over, and he indicated this is in the King Street courts, over at the main courts. So they must be able to they must have just reserved people there for these instances. Well, they're not going to be picked through the normal channels, are they? So I'd say it's a specially selected jury, intentionally picked, so as not to come up with a verdict, in which case the charge is dismissed. Surely, Australia's 9/11, with all the laws, Brandis and Turnbull and all this draconian and freedom-stealing laws where they can lock you up. This one was the lock you up indefinitely law, like quite a big one. Surely the case or the event that initiated that, surely a case dismissed would have to mean the law is dismissed that they brought in. All right, well, let's just hope that young Margaret can report on what happens today. I'll be checking all of the local papers and seeing if I can keep up. Check yourselves, because Margaret is the only one. She's the only one reporting. Not Kelly Fedora, not 9 News, not ABC. Nobody is reporting on Australia's 9/11.